What's up everyone, it's your girl Shay here and I have a new video for you guys. And if I'm looking tired, it's because it's like 10 o'clock at night while I'm filming this. And mostly it's because I didn't think I would have a video out for you guys on Wednesday, but quite obviously I do. And this one's actually going to be on video games, and this is because I actually reached out via Twitter about a suggestion for you guys for my next video topic, which probably should have been for Saturday, but I felt a little bit more inspired. And this one is about which do I prefer better, mobile video games or console games. And I'll be completely honest, I don't really think one's better than the other. I really think it depends on what type of gamer you are. Now, as someone who grew up with console games, like for example, my first console system was a Nintendo NES or SES, and it's the one with the big cartridges that had Duck Hunt with it. That was the first ever game system I had, and from there it went on with Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, PlayStation, Sega Dreamcast, Xbox, you name it. Now with me finally having my other console game, which is now currently a PS4. But I was also a fan of the handheld games such as Game Boy, and I also had a Nintendo Wii and also a Nintendo GameCube. So yes, I had tons of different video game systems. And I'll be honest, I can't choose between one. I will say this though, currently I do prefer more of the mobile games. Hear me out for those of you guys who are console lovers. It doesn't mean I dislike console gaming. I just find console gaming a little bit more cumbersome. It's because you gotta take it, connect it to your TV, so on and so forth, and they're quite expensive compared to mobile gaming. I mean, if you look at some things now, you can play a game anywhere. You can play it on your phone now, and that's what I mean more so by mobile gaming. And a lot of mobile games have gotten pretty legit, especially when you see big name companies coming out with video games for your mobile device, for your phone. Not only that, but now you can reach so many different, age groups. Video games are no longer limited to kids, teenagers, or young adults, or even just adults in general. Now they're for all ages. For example, who remembers when Pokemon Go first came out? I see everyone's hand should be raised. Yes. When Pokemon Go came out, I saw people ranging in age from ages 5 to ages 75 playing this game. And it wasn't limited just because you were someone who played video games. It was basically based off the fact that the game was fun to play. So yes, for me, I feel like just video games in general are changing. And I feel like I made a topic about this before previously in one of my earlier videos talking about mobile gaming and the gaming industry currently changing. And I feel like a lot of people are now reaching out more so to mobile games. And I feel like it's because you can reach more people with a mobile game than you can with a console games. Not only that, but console gaming is so expensive. With so many consoles actually when they first come out being like $400, $500, whereas you can buy a game on your mobile device for like $1.99 or 99 cents. Or sometimes I've seen them being like $6, but honestly, that's not bad compared to you having to spend $400 on a gaming system, not to mention that the games themselves are like $50. So yeah, you're spending quite a bit of money. But there's a thing though that I've noticed though is that some gaming systems are now trying to become more mobile even though they are bigger consoles, and they're trying to be like a dual in one. So we saw this before very first with, of course, Nintendo Game Boys became a console, not a console, but a little handheld game that most of us had. Mine being the Game Boy Pocket that I first had back in 1998. I loved that little thing. And then of course you had the PSP that came out, and then which I also had. And now of course you have the Nintendo Switch, which is kind of an interesting concept because it's a mobile game, whereas you can take it with you, but you can also connect it to your TV so you can play with others like a regular console, which makes it kind of fun because now you're playing it on a bigger screen instead of on a smaller one. Now for those of you guys who are like, you're going in between mobile consoles as far as like mobiles on your phones, and then you're going between mobile as far as like a handheld gaming device. And I prefer mobile games as kind of both. You can take them with you on the go, which makes them a lot of fun because you can play them anywhere. And of course, console gaming is kind of limited to one space, usually inside of your house. And for me, they're a lot more cumbersome to move with you. For example, how many of you guys remember or have ever done this, which is where you're going to someone's house, your friend's house, and they're like, hey, bring your PlayStation. You gotta untangle everything, wrap up the cords, put them in a bag, take it with you, and then somehow, hopefully, remember to take everything back home with you. Yep, all the time used to do that. But now you don't really have to, because most of the stuff you don't even really need to take with you anymore. But anyway, as far as for which one I prefer mobile gaming. This is only because of the fact I find consoles very much cumbersome, and I also find them very expensive. This doesn't mean I don't enjoy playing console games, because I really, really do. Because as someone who owns a PS4, I absolutely love my gaming system. But also as someone who also owns an Xbox as well, and whose PS4 is currently underneath their bed, not connected to the TV, and who owns an Xbox, same thing happened. That's the reason why I find them cumbersome. That's the reason why I don't play them anymore. And I have reached out more so to mobile gaming. So yes, I do play more video games on my phone, only because they're convenient. I can play them while I'm on my way to work. I can play them while at work. And I can even play them when I'm out and about with family. I don't feel like talking to anybody and I just want to play a game. That makes them fun. That makes them able for me to take them with me. And it can also be a conversation starter if you do have something like a Nintendo Switch on you, because people want to know what it is that you're actually playing and they want to know what it does. So yeah, I prefer mobile gaming more so than console gaming. Now, for those of you guys who enjoy console gaming, I completely understand, because I've been a console player my entire life, most of my life, not so much anymore. But anyway, which one do you guys prefer? And do you feel like the mobile gaming industry is changing things for console gaming? I mean, as I said before with the Nintendo Switch, I feel like a lot of companies are going to try switching to something that's similar to both, just because of the fact of how successful the Nintendo Switch actually was. And I also feel like we already see it with video games on cell phones, because so many big name companies are coming out with games for your cell phone, because they realize that it's a much bigger market compared to the console market. So because most people don't want to spend $400 on a console that's big and clunky and wanting to take it with you. And yeah, that's what I think. So yeah, once again, what do you guys think? Mobile gaming or console gaming? Mobile gaming also not limited to Game Boys and such and such. Console gaming meaning PS4s, Xboxes, the like. You know what I mean. Otherwise, like I said before, what do you guys think? Comment down below, let me know, and I will see you guys on Saturday with another video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And also, I will leave links down below to all my social media accounts. And don't be afraid to actually suggest video topics for me. I will talk about almost anything, whether it's nerdy related or not. All right, you guys. Bye.